Welcome to Wellness Wisdom Wednesday. I'm Tiffany Brown Bush and I'm helping you through Hump Day. And it's my joy to be able to help super women live fit with happy hormones. So I want to jump right into this week's video. And it's actually a result of the fact that we're all traveling so much. There are things coming up. It's the summertime and I get a lot of questions about how are you supposed to eat when you travel? What do you do when there's something fun going on? There's a trip, there's a vacation, and what is it that you're supposed to do about eating this way, eating the eat fit or challenge way while these things are occurring. And mostly this doesn't really come from this perspective of the food's not available. It comes from a perspective issue of not thinking fit, not thinking, hey, I've changed seriously, like I've changed over the last 6 months, or I changed a year ago how I eat, how I live, and I need to somehow figure out how to apply that to when I travel. You don't morph into somebody different just because you're on vacation. Turn up, sure, have a good time, but you're not all of a sudden going to develop a drug habit. I don't want you to all of a sudden decide that it's okay to start eating crazy stuff. You were you, just somewhere else. So it's not an excuse. That's how the old you thought, right? The old you celebrated with food. The old you ate yourself to 50, 100 pounds, 200 pounds overweight, or made yourself sick. So you've got to think differently, not just at home, but when you go somewhere else, and you got to even be more defensive, not less. So if it's hashtag 2P sexy, I want you to be sexy when you get there. I don't want you to get there and have your 2-piece that you worked so hard to get into and now decide you're going to eat nachos or whatever, I don't know, pizza and french fries, and then not want to do any of the things on your vacation, or not feel your most confident, not feel your best, not celebrate with your new healthy physique because you're too embarrassed to do that. Right? So I want you to think about it that way. I want you to look ahead and see how you want to feel, and really use that as your way to celebrate. Get some outfits. Think about, the pictures you want to take and feeling and looking your best. And that's not going to happen if you start all of a sudden eating the way you used to eat on vacation. So that's one thing. The other thing is I've seen many a client get stuck in vacay mode, get back home, and not be able to get back on track. And I'm going to tell you that because that's me observing a number of people that I work with really getting stuck in an old way that they thought, oh, okay, I can do this for a day, or I can do this for 3 days, or I can do this for a week, and get back, and it's months later, and they still are having problems clearing that food out of their system. So I don't want you to make those mistakes. Now, what do I usually say? Plan and prepare. Plan and prepare. So I want you to expect to get wherever you're going and not have the food that you need, and not be able to eat the way that you normally do. You want to make sure that you know where you're going and that they can make adjustments to the menu, or pick out restaurants in advance, or let whoever you're staying with know how you're going to eat. Take food. I recently traveled. I knew what was going to happen, that we needed to eat a certain way. I cooked foods. I put them in a cooler. I made sure that the hotel we were going to stay at had a refrigerator. We ate our foods on the road. When we got there, we put everything in the fridge. We had that as snack food if we wanted it, or for the next day. I took our blender so we could make our shakes for breakfast for the next day, and all of our different things. I have a milk and all that. So, that's a lot, but it's doable. So I made sure that I had plenty of time right before, like 24 hours before, to get all of our supplements labeled and in baggies to take with us. And then our cooler and our couple of grocery bags that would have our food. And I made sure the restaurant knew what we were going to need to have for our menu. And then when I got there, the server was already prepared, but if it had been a different restaurant, I would have picked something out ahead of time. And we had great meals and we celebrated with food, but our food wasn't trying to kill us or make us really sleepy or tired so we couldn't enjoy our time, or bloated and gassy so we couldn't look cute in our clothes. You see what I'm saying? So I want you to look at things differently. Thinking fit, meaning eating fit when you're celebrating or away on vacation is important. And it's a cop out to say the food's not available. you can make it happen. If you had a debilitating disease, or you were celiac and you could not eat a certain way when you got there, you would make sure that the restaurant, the home, wherever you were going, the resort, cater to you. You get one body, right? This is your health to be responsible for. So I want to just say, plan, prepare, visualize, and think fit when you get there, not just, when you're at home. Think fit, preparing mentally for going, and celebrate with different things. The celebration is about spending time with loved ones, people you care about. It's about exploring a new place. It's about having a good time. It's about taking great pictures and looking good in that outfit that you worked so hard to get into. It's about feeling good and having energy finally in your body, because you've made these choices. You've picked out a gym. You picked out a way to exercise and be active while you're away. You're getting a little cardio in so you don't get stiff. You're thinking about these things, right? So I want you to kind of use this as you start wrapping up your summer months and planning your trips. And then even as you start getting into the holiday seasons, thinking about who you want to be and how you want things to go, and preparing mentally in advance for that, okay? Please like this video, comment on it, share it, let it circulate. Visit the website, www.tiffanysfitforlife.com, or my personal website, which is www.f4lwithtiffany.com. And until next time, travel safely and live